Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, bro.
We are good to go. How are you,
We
man?
are live. Very good. Yeah, the room is filling up great. I wanted to put on my green shirt as well today, but it's in the wash, so I'm black, but I am bullish.
Green candles.
Oh, wow. This is a bumper session today. I think we're going to have to give it an extra just before we get started. That's over
It's
200
gonna be a
already.
historic day. Like this is one of the coolest things that I've ever done. So I'm really, really happy. For once, it's not about, hey, please, can I have some money? It's about, hey guys, would you like some money? Because I got a fucking ton of free money to give you.
What a role reversal, eh? It's just incredible. It's the magic of crypto.
Magic internet money, magic beans.
Mhm.
So
That betrays the amount of work happening in the background, just calling it the magic of crypto. But it
Oh,
is.
dude,
I don't think you're sleeping much.
I've got this trade right now that's paying for the development. That's so good that I can't share it. It's a capacity limited trade. Like we can only get about 200 grand on it, but it's paying like you'd freak out if you saw how profitable it is. It's like it's not a trade like I bet that this coin's going up trade. It's like it's a carry trade. Like you get paid for holding it, and the interest comes in every hour and shit like that. And it's like 870% a year compounded hourly. It's obscene. But so anyway, so we're gonna have to spend a lot of money to build this, and I'm gonna pay for it by trading because that's what I fucking do. Like if I
Well,
need if I need money, I'll just go like clutch it from thin air and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And on that note, wow, we are jammed almost to capacity. So,
Capacity. All right.
Scott, I'm going to hand this over to you, sir.
All right.
I'll be in the chat.
This is a slide from the last time that we met, which is December 20th. And we had this sort of upward channel, and an upward channel is a weakening channel. We had three potential paths. One was we break the upside of the channel, in which case that's usually fast, but the end of the thing. The second thing is it bounces off the channel, which means that we get another chance to just play this weakening channel game. The strongest of the three outcomes, it's paradoxically, it drops down to somewhere around support and then bounces off support, shakes off the weak hands, shakes off the paper hands, and then goes. This is what happened. Compared to this is what we thought would happen. This is what actually happened. Pretty close, right? So what we have is we have something that is looking and behaving like the strongest of the three outcomes that we thought. We had some real fuckery over Christmas, New Year's. That was a hateful, 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 hateful time. And I was not unscathed. I was rather scathed. But look at the price action in the last couple of days. We've gone down, completely rejected the lows, closed up near the highs. We've gone up the next day. We've gone up stronger the next day. We've tried to go down, can't go down. This is a beach ball being pushed under the ocean. As soon as Trump gets in, it's going to. And because we're 4 days from Trump getting in, right? Like, we've made making crypto illegal. So Trump, this guy, Justin Sun, for those who know him, he's one of the biggest scumbags in crypto. He just happens to give $30 million to Donald Trump's World Liberty Financial, just a donation, just for no reason at all. And then immediately yesterday he announced 20% APY on a stable coin. And stop asking me questions like, where does the yield come from? Where does the yield come from? It's a fucking Ponzi. This is a Ponzi scheme. This is highly illegal. This is illegal in any and every country in the world, and it's still illegal under a Trump administration. But the new regime is you give 30 million bucks to Trump and like, have at it, buddy. That's the kind of stuff that's going on right now in crypto. And why? Donald Trump has millions of dollars in crypto himself. This is his contract address. If you Google World Liberty Financial Etherscan, I'll do it for you. I'll post it in the chat. You can just keep track of it yourself. Here we go. So you can see what Donald Trump is buying on the blockchain in real time here. Trump's SEC has announced that they're going to review and potentially freeze any crypto case that doesn't have a fraud allegation. So they're still going to keep going after like the Hawk Tour girl, the complete scams. But anything that's a borderline or scam adjacent, and let's be honest, that's a fair bit of crypto, is free and clear. That leaves a lot of open territory. And so things like XRP are mooning. XRP has been in litigation for years. Everything's going up. American economy's kicking ass, no recession within sight. Exactly right. So it's the right time to do something that I've always wanted to do. And it's always been like a dream of mine that I never thought I'd get the right opportunity to do, because I never thought we'd get a market this hot. So I want to turn our trading system into a fully on-chain hedge fund with its own coin. Introducing Trend Coin. Without any further ado, most altcoins will attach a token to themselves, and they call it a utility token or a governance token or some other bullshit reason for having a coin. The problem is that if you own, say, I don't know, almost any coin that has a utility token, the only reason you're going to hold it, if you get paid for owning that coin, proof of stake, the only reason you're going to hold it is to get money, and you're not going to want to get paid in magic beans. And everyone wants to pay you in their own coin. So what happens is immediately people get the coin and then sell the coin. They get the coin and sell the coin. They get the coin and sell the coin. This is a problem because it creates downward selling pressure. If you've got everyone who owns the coin is continually selling the coin can't go up. I want to solve that problem, and I want to solve it for good. So our trend system earns money in US dollars. Why the fuck can't we pay you for holding trend coin in US dollars? Why can't we have an altcoin that doesn't pay you in stupid magic beans? Why can't we have an altcoin that pays you in money you can actually spend? I don't know. No one's ever done it before, by the way. So here's the deal. You can't buy trend coin. Even I can't buy trend coin. Trend coin is going solely to the users and builders of FinRev. The people who've got skin in the game. I've got skin in the game, so I'm getting some for that. And we're basically copying the Hyperliquid playbook, which is the most successful launch that's ever been done in crypto. And what they did is they didn't sell out to VCs. They didn't sell out to market makers. They didn't do a big pre-sale. They built it themselves with their own money, and then they gave it away. They gave it away to the people who actually used it. And those people, like me, all got rich. And I'm a fanatical Hyperliquid fan because they gave me $100 grand worth of Hyperliquid, which is now $1 million. Fucking love those guys. Any of you in the audience want me to love you? You just send me $1 million US. I'll be your best mate, promise. So the idea is our trading systems go on the Hyperliquid blockchain. The Hyperliquid L1 performance blockchain happens to be the best way to build a trading system on a blockchain because it's got order books for spot and futures built into the primitives. The idea is 20% of the profits in USDC go to the holders of Trendcoin, which is the standard business model. And we're going to airdrop in several seasons for everyone who has bought and used FinRev from way back in the day. Now, we haven't quite figured out, and there's going to be some internal debate, and I want you all involved in that, on how the percentages work and what the formula is. I'd like to reward the people who've been with us from the start more, but everyone's getting a lot. That's basically the thing. We haven't quite figured out what the proportions are going to be exactly, but the proven playbook from Hype is to be overly shockingly generous to everyone who's paid us money. So if you've given me money before, you can reasonably expect to have at least what you've spent with us so far given back to you in Trend Coin. If you've been with us for a couple of years, if you were one of the people who joined with us on launch, it's going to be so ridiculous. If you're like one of those original guys, like who trusted us when this was just an idea before it was an actual system, oh my God, I'm going to be so fucking generous. There's 3 ways we could have done this. We could have done it with a pre-sale. I could probably raise 20 or 30 million bucks on a pre-sale. I could probably siphon $10 million of that out the door to my team, so we all get rich no matter what happens. Then we do our best. Yep, the old AWC peeps, they are definitely into this. As far as I'm concerned, AWCE was a forerunner to FinRev. So definitely. Paul Candian, I got you, man. So the second way we could have done this is a VC allocation. I could go out hat in hand to VCs. Howard's a very respectable looking guy. I'm not. And we could have raised $30 million from VCs, and we'd give half of the company away to them. And as soon as it 10x's, they'd dump it and they'd make sure it never survives. The third way we could have done it, which is what we've done, is we built it ourselves with our own money and your money. Like, let's be honest, we've built this system with your own money, and we're going to give the money that we're going to make from it back to the people who gave us the money to build it. We're going to build it ourselves with our own money and give it to users. I mean, which should we do in the chat? Like, which of those 3 options is going to be the best thing for us all? Exactly. It's not even. So this is a great big thank you from me personally. And now I'm going to hand it back to Ian and take some questions. I'm sure Ian has some questions. I'm sure there's lots of questions. Yeah, Ian, let's take questions about this from now. Let's get it all out in the open. And we haven't completely figured out the details here.
All right. So I think the overriding question, Scott, is going to be qualification. Everybody that's ever touched you in any way, shape, or form is going to say, hey, Scott, 10 years ago, I did this with you. Do I get it? I refunded on AWCE. Do I get it? I refunded on FinRev. Anybody that's ever come in contact is going to ask.
That's fine, man. Yep. Those are good questions. We got to think about them. As far as I'm concerned, everyone who's ever bought FinRev, whether or not they've refunded it. It might be a bit less if they've refunded it. We haven't decided if it's going to be based on how much money you've put into FinRev. We haven't decided if it's based on if it's an extra bit for every year that you've used it. We haven't decided. AWCE people who didn't refund, they're definitely eligible for an airdrop. It was that money that enabled us to build FinRev, that got us here. If you bought New Economy, Boot Camp, price action stuff, none of that has anything to do with this. So you're not eligible. The only way to do this is to be a FinRev customer, or back in the day, AWCE, which was the forerunner of FinRev.
Awesome. That has really cleared it up for everybody.
And, but there's still a lot of open territory about, you know, someone who's been here for 3 years. Is that what do they get compared to the guy who's been here for 1 year? We haven't figured those out. The people who paid $9 to get access to 100x Coin Club, no, that doesn't entitle you to getting, you know, tens of thousands of dollars back.
What about FinRev Lite members on the manual version?
That's a good question. I think they should get something. Damn straight. But I think they should. You will have to.
I'm just typing as I'm asking these questions. That's why I look
Yeah,
like
they say, yeah. Okay, so let's get them out. Or let's get them all out.
Oops. Ah, right. Okay. Frankie's got a good one.
The cost in AUD is so prohibitive. If you want to get into FinRev and you can't afford it now, what Trend Coin means is that at some point in the future, we're going to be able to make it cheap. Like at some point, like I'm talking 3 or 4 years down the track, when we don't need the money. Like, I mean, we've got this enormous dev team.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
FinRev is a very valuable piece of software, guys. It really works. I mean, if you want it, you have to pay for it, and that's just
Exactly. So let's say that that you gift me these tokens, Scott, and I think to myself, this is great that you pay me, but I want to sell them. I can sell my coins, can I?
okay. So here's the deal: to become a coin on the Hyperliquid blockchain, they allow 1 new coin every 31 hours, and they hold a reverse auction. It costs right now $364,000 to buy the next ticker on Hyperliquid. So I have to come up with $364,000. I'm not going to ask you guys for that. I'm going to flex my little trading fingers and go take it off someone just a fraction dumber than me. And then that's what James and I are doing now. We found someone really, really dumb, and we're just busy pillaging their exchange like pirates. And we're going to use that money to buy the trend coin.
Awesome. So Trend Coin pays in USDC.
USDC. So let's say we put 1 million trend coins. The trend fund, it's going to become a fund, a hedge fund on the blockchain, charges its users, and that money goes to the holders of trend coin.
Amazing. But there's going to be lots of bits to work out with that.
Trend is a coin on Hype. Trend is there's going to be a whole pile. There's going to be a whole pile of stuff like you guys at Maurizio and even the sales guys. Everyone in the company gets an allocation, and you know, basically we haven't worked out the details, but all my dog's going to eat. That's the way it's got to be. Of course, there's a finite supply of trend. Does the USDC go back into FinRev, or do you get it directly? I think you get it directly. You hold trend and accrue USD, yes, in the same wallet. So this is all DeFi. So Hyperliquid is DeFi, so that you can have one wallet and you just see your USDC balance tick up.
Nice.
And you can of course roll the USDC profits into FinRev and compound them up, or you can pull them out and use it as an income stream. I can show you how to attach a credit card to it and just do your living expenses off it. And it's a credit card attached to a DeFi thing, and no one knows what it is, and it hasn't got your name attached. You just got a credit card with infinite spending that never runs out. Like, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world either, right?
No, it's not. Is that the Trocadero card?
That's the one that I use.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm advocating tax evasion in any way, shape, or form. Oh no, I'd never cheat the Internal Revenue Service out of their rightful cut.
Yeah, okay. So, all right. So, just a couple of really simple questions then for people listening that are all brand new to this. Okay, If you put your money into FinRev, then FinRev is going to work and that's your money. Trend is something else. Trend is the coin of FinRev, which means it's going to be here producing a USDC income. So if you're chilling for 10 years, watching your FinRev compound and go crazy, you've now got this USDC that's coming in. And if I've got my trading mind correct, well, FinRev is going to enter into the bear market, go short and remain in profit, which means that Trend should be an altcoin that doesn't have a bear market.
This is the key thing. This is the problem with altcoins. There's no other problem with altcoins other than the bear markets are worse for altcoins than they are for Bitcoin. And the bear market's pretty bad for Bitcoin. So the problem that we seek to solve with FinRev is that we want to end bear markets for Bitcoin. We want to say goodbye to bear. We want to ban bear markets. The problem that we want to solve with Trend Coin is we want an altcoin that doesn't go down in a bear market. Wouldn't that be fucking something?
Yes, it would.
Okay, so that's it. That's my idea. It's a crazy dream. I'm a crazy dreamer type guy. Betting against me and very historically good, because I'm one of those guys. I'm not the kind of guy that doesn't do things. So anyway, so let's move on. Any more questions on that before we keep going?
That was brilliant, Scott. I'll take care of them in the chat. Thank you.
Okay. So summary. FinRev users are ultimately going to pay some of the money to trend holders. You guys are all on 2-year deals. When those 2-year deals expire, they go back to being a 20% of profits arrangement. That money from all of you is going into Trend Coin, and I'd like you to have your own money back. And I'm going to give it to you. So the pro tip that I've got for you today is if you want to get rich in crypto, there's only really one thing you need to do. You need to find the next $1 trillion coin before it's $1 trillion coin and before anyone else. And getting in early on this brand new coin is going to make you a millionaire. It's already made me. If you're stuck in a 9-to-5, if you want to get out, if you feel like you're playing from behind, if you want to catch up, this one coin is going to pay for your retirement. Now, I have an announcement. I'm not going to be actively trading this year. I just exited the last one of my active trades. All the stuff that I've got left is hodling for a bull market and in FinRev. So I'm going to be like, it's very different being a trader and being a CEO. So I'm going to be back onto the CEO building game. And I've been primarily a trader the last 3 months, and that's been great for all of us. But I've hired some new traders who are much better than me even, and you're going to be pretty pleased with them. And yeah, it's time to make this happen, guys. You don't get opportunities like this very often. So this one coin is going to pay for your retirement. I've got 38,516 hype tokens. I have them staked. Let me just prove that to you. Let's get the staking. My stake is 38,554, which is hovering between 900 and 1.3 million. It's one of the 3 trades this past year that allowed me to make 1.3 million, starting with just 5K. I hit Cock Inu was the first one that I hit. Actually, I hit Rollbit, but it was only a 2x, 3x, I think it was. I hit Rollbit, and then I hit Cock Inu, which was a big one. And then I hit Retardio, which was a big one. It's down a lot now, but it's going to come good. And then I hit Hyperliquid. And those I made 1,000 trades this year. And those 3 trades for the lion's share of the profits. That's just the way it works. So, but before I get into this ticker and why it's going to be the biggest trade of my life, here's a little bit about me. I've been a full-time professional trader since 2007. My background is in fully systematic trend trading on the old markets, the coffees, the cocos, the copper, that kind of shit. That was my game. I learned that under Ed Secoda and Van Tharp, who you might have heard of from the Market Wizard books. I transferred those trading skills to crypto. I bought my first BTC for $4.21. It's not a happy ending. I sold them for $23. It was like 1,000 Bitcoins too. But I turned a $5,000 account into 1.44 million in 2024. So it's a horror story with a happy ending. I'm going to show you the exact system that's made me $10 million in profits this year alone. It's not some kind of bait and switch marketing thing where you have to pay either. You get something you can take away and profit from today. But most of all, I'm going to give you the ticker of the coin. It's Hype, HYPE, by the way. That's going to 1 trillion this cycle. What is it now? The market cap is 7.9 billion now. It's going to be the Solana. It's already the Solana of this cycle. Solana went from $1 to $260 in 2021. We're looking for something like that. No shit. We're looking for something like that. This thing has incredible potential. I'm going to show you how. Every bull market, there's a handful of coins that do this. 2018, it was Neo, which went from 40 cents to $200. Also, Ethereum went from 20 cents at ICO to $400. In 2021, Doge went from 1 cent to 69 cents. Later that year, Sand went from 5 cents to 7.45. We caught all these. Imagine if you catch just one of the smash hit coins of this cycle. If you just get one, for every $100 you put in, you get back 10,000. For every 1,000 you put in, you get back 10,000. These are the kind of life-changing gains on offer. So let's get to it. We've announced our own coin, and I feel very strongly that this is a time for a big targeted bet on a breakout hit for alt season. This is a time that I'm willing to go way beyond rational risk metrics. I'm going to throw all the rules away, all the maths and all the stuff that I talk about. Fuck it, I'm pushing all my chips in on red. Hypecoin, the Hyperliquid exchange, did more volume than Coinbase last week. It did $10 billion in a day. So the part that I want you to really understand is the product. Hyperliquid is a very high performance, 100 times faster than Solana, layer 1, but it's got a killer app, which is the exchange. And their ethos, their philosophy is something that I'd like to steal, chapter and verse. And the Hyperliquid Genesis pays homage to the original ethos of Bitcoin. Ownership goes to the believers and the doers, not the rent-seeking insiders. For all you early believers, thank you for the unwavering faith and support. Hyperliquid would be nowhere without you all. I'm grateful to be honored to be building alongside of you. These are the words of Jeff, the founder, who's a mate of mine, who's an incredible guy, Zuckerberg level founder. And I read that and I thought, fuck yeah, that's a guy I can get behind. And that's a guy whose philosophy I want to emulate. I want all the profits of my business going to the believers and the doers. I want some VC asshole getting 5 cents. I hate those motherfuckers. Hype is a project that's pretending to be a super successful exchange like Binance, Bybit, or Coinbase. And we know that there's 2 things that make money in crypto. The first thing is exchanges, and the second thing is layer 1s. And so they have both spot exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini, but they're now bigger than all of those. And they have perpetual futures exchanges like Binance, Bybit, MEXC, and OKX, and they are growing so fast. Perpetual futures open interest you can always see at stats.hyperliquid.xyz. Let me post this in the chat. This is the thing that you want to keep your eye on if you're a Hyperliquid holder. You want to keep your eye. Is total volume rising? You can see that even though the market's gone down, 7.12, volume is still on average really, really good. Open interest gets wiped out whenever there's a crash. There's a little crash, but open interest is still over 3 billion. And the real thing that you want to look at is money on average flowing into the exchange? And on average, it is. Are traders still losing money at the exchange? Because all traders lose money when they get leverage. Yes, they are. And this is what you really want to look at. How many new users are they getting? You can see that this trend, this is when they launched their coin, has gone from 189,000 users to 320,000 users in a month. And you can see that even while the market has been nearly crashing, we've been putting on new users every single day. So this is on a path to overtake. Binance has $25 billion in open interest. Bybit has a bit under 20 today. OKX has 6. Hyperliquid has between 3 and 4. But Hyperliquid is growing so fast, it's going to overtake OKX. It's going to be the 3rd largest exchange. Then it's going to overtake Bybit and be the 2nd largest exchange. In 3 months, Binance is going to be looking very carefully over their shoulder. And if you look at Binance, which is this blue section of open interest, Binance is losing market share to these guys. And has anyone got any comments in the chat about how Binance has been lately? Have they been listing scammy coins? Have they been getting progressively worse? Have they been arbitrarily dumping countries? Has Binance been a good and honest and fair partner? Just in the chat, please. 5 years ago, Binance was clearly the best exchange. Binance is shit. It's been shit lately. I hate using Binance. No, I'm not pirating off Binance. It's too hard. You have to find if you want to find extremely good trades, like life-changing trades, usually they're on really crappy venues. It's just the way it is. That's not all. So Hyperliquid, the exchange, is a killer app on top of the highest performance layer 1 network there is. And we know that layer 1 networks have $1 trillion potential. Why do we know that? Because Ethereum and Solana, we've already got higher spot volumes than Coinbase. The USA customers can use it. This is huge. Every one of you from the US, every single week, I get a question. Can US customers use this exchange? Yes, you fucking can. What exchange should you use? I'm a beginner. You should use Hyperliquid. They took no VC money, and the VC money eventually dumps, always dumps, has to dump. Like that's their business model. And they gave that money to users. And it's taking so much share off the other coins because they're so much easier to use. I want to, okay, I'm going to disconnect. Who here has logged into a centralized exchange? You get the little go get this email token number we've just sent you, and you go and copy and paste, and then you get your 2-factor authentication up, and then you do that. You get all that stuff. Here's how we connect. That's it. 2 clicks. I'm connected. That's a lot easier. This is a better thing. What sort of coins do they list? They've got lots of coins listed. This is their full list. It's even got garbage. It's got like Nero, Goat, all of this Grass, Turbo. Like it's got all of the garbage that you'd probably want to trade. It's a fucking great exchange. Really enjoyed using it. So the metrics are baked in to overtake OKX, Coinbase, and Bybit, become the biggest exchange this year. I think this is going to be the biggest business in crypto, and we know that's been done before because FTX did it once before. This is just what FTX did in 2021, but it's all on chain. So you know that the guy can't be lying like FTX was. You can go to stats.hyperliquid.xyz. This is all on chain data. This is not trust me data. This is all on chain, and you can see exactly what's going on. So if they start to lose market share, you're going to notice it here way before. Added a major new revenue stream this week, which is charging for tokens. It costs about $360,000 to launch a spot token on Hyperliquid, and I got to come up with that. It sucks. They're the highest earning chain across all layer 1 and layer 2 coins. This is the highest earning chain. It's now the 4th largest chain, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can stake your coins now, and I have, and let me show you how that works. You can just go to staking, and I have my coin staked. You pick a validator, one of these ones. The one that I like is my friend, Lawrence Zimes, AlphaTix, Loracle. And the other one that I like is Nansen Hyper Collective. They don't pay very much, but what they do is they make you eligible for the second airdrop. And the season 2 airdrop is going to be even bigger than the thing. Campbell, the IRS will eventually require Dexes to issue 1099s. Well, you can already do your taxes with Dexes. The Dex coin software that spits out a thing that you give to your accountant, they've already integrated Hyperliquid. I got an email about it yesterday from my Dex thing. Okay, so Jeff Yan is a Bezos and Zuckerberg level founder. He's an ex-tier 1 HFT engineer. He's got a PhD from Harvard. He's got an incredible reputation in the high frequency trading industry. My hedge fund buddies who know the guy in person, they say the way they describe him is he is who SBF was pretending to be, without all that fake autism bullshit. He's taking market share away from competitors, not through luck or timing, but through strategic, intentional decisions, incredibly fast execution. And these are some messages he sent me like way back in the day. Look at the September 2, 2020, 2023. He's there reaching out to me, seeing me as an early user of an exchange. And I was trading garbage like RLB and Friendtech. So I like this. I like a founder who's reaching out to a user saying, tell me what you think. He's not telling me what I should do. He's asking me what do I think. That's a good founder. And in my view, startups are a bet on the founder, and he's shown strategic brilliance at every step in the way. This guy is an Elon Musk. He's a Bill Gates. He's making it so very profitable, so easy to trade on Hyperliquid, being so overly generous with sharing the wealth with the users that we just love it. People who use it just love it. The product is so good that users stick with it. Travis, you just load a VPN. You don't want to go on any list of USA customers that Trump has said there's no rules anymore, but the guy after Trump might change that and probably will. You don't want to leave yourself open like that. Just use a VPN. Jeff's secret business model is that they're using Hyperliquid to acquire users for their layer 1 coin, like an Ethereum or like a Solana. After Bitcoin, the world's biggest coins are layer 1s because they have the biggest, most profitable use case. Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, these are all layer 1s. This coin is under 4 weeks old. This is when I told you to buy it at $2. It went to 35, pulled back in a very orderly and stable kind of way. I bought some more 25 and it's 23.516 now. Hyper does not have know your customer requirements. Because they're a DEX, they don't know your name, they don't know your email address. You connect your wallet, you can pay your taxes if you want, you cannot pay your taxes if you want. It's all up to you. It's the honor system. you can put anything from 1K to 10K into Hype, come back in 6 months for an easy 10X. This thing is going to 200 plus. Wait a little longer for it to establish as the highest performance layer one. That's a home run 100X on your investment. I am very clear that the next Ethereum is Hyperliquid. But here's the thing. There's coins like Hype, you can get lucky on them, but you shouldn't bet the whole farm on it. It's my biggest trade. And let's be honest, I need a bit of luck for it to come off. And I've been wrong plenty of times before. But what if you could catch every winning late coin of the cycle? And if you didn't have to choose just one big $1 trillion coin, what if you could get in on every $1 trillion coin and every crypto bull run, and you could beat the returns of holding even the best cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum? We made nearly $10 million in profits for our customers this year, and we did it at risk-adjusted returns better than George Soros and Ray Dalio put together. But it was shitty to do. This is since the start of the bull run. You can see that we have long sideways periods. We have long sideways periods. We have big pullbacks. It's kind of shitty to do. These are absolute returns better than the early days of crypto, which were also shitty to do, by the way. And I know because I was there. So if you've ever thought that we have to go back, Marty, we have to go back to 2011, we have to buy a lot of Bitcoins. Well, this is your chance. It's the deterministic, mechanical, luck-free way to become a certified crypto millionaire. Have it fund your retirement. Now, I've got Saudi hedge fund whales using this. I've got billion-dollar hedge fund managers. I've got ex-BlackRock quants. I've got a very heavy hitter from Balsani, the multi-strat fund, putting his personal money in it. Every single person in our company has their savings in it. Ian has his savings in it. I do. My boomer father uses it. Everyone loves getting exposure to crypto's strongest coins without the 80% drawdowns of traditional crypto investing. So let me show you the system. It's called FINREV, short for Financial Revolution. And I built it by getting the smartest quants I could find and using proven strategies from the hedge fund world. Let me just stop sharing for a sec and load it up. So it should have loaded up earlier, but I'm an idiot. I'll dox myself if I do that while the screen shares on, so I don't really want to do that. Dox my wallet. Okay, so this is the lowest risk that we track. This is the lowest risk that we trade at. This is the most conservative. And it's also got a long track record. So this guy, put in 45,000 back in the day, and he now has $161,000. You can see he switched it off here for some reason. The first things that you see when you log in. This is the value of your account. This is how much profit you've made. This is your net. This is the money that you've got less the withdrawals that you made. The next thing that you see is your top 10 positions, long and short by value. Then you can go into your actual positions. We're going to see a chart. The little red dots, red arrows are sells, the little green arrows are buys. And you can see that the way the system works. So scroll down a bit. Let's look at our biggest positions today. Our biggest positions today, we just ranked them from biggest to littlest. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 longs, 1 short, 3 more longs, a couple of shorts. So let's look at the biggest one first. Let's look at BNB. This is a signal. When the signal is positive, is in above here, we're going long. When the signal is negative, we're going short. When did we go long? So, there we go. So we started to go long here. You can see we bought with this green arrow. We bought more, we bought more, we bought more. As long as this signal goes up, we're buying more. Signal started to go down, so we started to sell off and bank some of our profits, and it started to go up, and we bought more and bought more and bought more. And now it's our biggest position. And that's how it works. It's really how it works. You can search by longs and shorts, but let's look at a short. Let's look at Shiba, which is our biggest short trade. You can see that we went short here, been short all through this. We reduced our short position back to 0 and then got short again, and now we remain short. So we're going to be long some coins and we're going to be short some other coins. And we're going to be long the coins that are going up and we're going to be short the coins that are going down. So because of this, it's mechanical and deterministic, and you don't have any decisions to make. It gets long at the right time. It's really good. You can click on trade history and you can see on every day, we're not jumping in and all out. We're doing this. Zoom hates this page, by the way. It always is going to kill itself after a couple of seconds. So we're just playing around the edges. We're buying like $200 worth of this, whatever worth of that, and it's been really good to us. Like these are the returns for all our customers, excluding the very small ones. You can see our highest risk customers also have the biggest drawdowns. I like running at 50 vol. Very few people are willing to run at 35 vol, which is considered quite extreme by hedge fund standards. 45 is probably the right medium. So if you sign up for the high volatility program at 50, you might have gotten as high as 225% for the bull market, and then had it drop down to 138%. So you're after big discount, big gains, big drawdowns, and that's a 35% drawdown. Not everyone can deal with that. If you want it quieter, you can do it quieter, less return, less drawdown. Personally, I think if you're in crypto, you're in it to risk it for the biscuit. That's basically what I did. It's been pretty good for us. Now let me show you the massive improvements in FINREV 3.0. And the idea is that these are going to smooth the ride, make it easier to live with. We've added 2 new edges, which we think are going to take us to the end game. Now, our goal was always to get a sharp 2.0 system, which would make it the best risk-adjusted return ever offered to retail investors, ever. We take our existing trend signals, which look something like this, lumpy and jagged. We convert them into a market neutral system, which means that we go long the top half and short the bottom half. Instead of long things that are going up and short things that are going down, you could have a situation where everything's going up or everything's going down. This way, we just go long the top 50% and short the bottom 50%. And you can see it's similar, but smoother. Performs better too, higher sharp. The next system that we've already added, this all went live a couple of days ago, actually. So it's all running pretty good so far. Carry gets to sharp 1.7, but it's got a very different shape than what we have now. You can see it still has its flat periods. It still has its shitty periods. Everything has its shitty periods. Everything has its flat periods. Do not let anyone tell you that there's a way around this, that you can just have an infinite money machine that just spits out money like an ATM at this rate. You can do that, but you're looking at, 20%. So our idea is FINREV mixes a third, and we get to an annualized sharp ratio after costs of 2.01. But most of all, we get a smooth and user-friendly equity curve that everyone can live with. It still has flat spots, but you're not getting fucked. Your money's basically there. You just get to wait. This is something that I think is much easier to live with. If you aren't fluent in nerd, let me translate. This is as good as trading systems ever get. It's got small drawdowns. It's got high risk adjusted returns. We're going to compound at 100% per year, like we've always done, but with a lot less emotional heartbreak. I've already got nerdy and dirty. this is really about creating generational wealth from crypto. So if you start with just $10,000 and you earn 100% per year, by year 5, you're at $320,000. But you're really just a few more bends in the road, and you're at 10 million bucks. And I think for most of us, 10 million bucks is a retirement number. Like, is there anyone that needs more than that? Like 10 million bucks plus your house? Yes, it will. Our strategy has done on average 93% per year. You can see that the big compounding happens right at the end. What you really want to do is relax and enjoy the ride, and know that if you can manage to keep your hands off the steering wheel, it's going to make you rich in 5 or 10 years, no matter how small a grub stake you're starting with. If you can just not mess with it and not worry about day-to-day fluctuations, you can be highly confident at the end of the year you'll show a profit. Now, my goal for you is the same as my goal for myself. I want you to be able to do whatever the fuck you want, wherever the fuck you want to do that thing, whatever it is. And I want you to be able to do that with whoever you want. If it's with your loving wife of 40 years, I hope that's the case. But if it's with your new 21-year-old girlfriend, I also hope that's the case. And I want you to be able to do all those things that you've always wanted to do, wherever you've wanted to do them, with whoever the fuck you've wanted to do them, for as long as you want to do them, without having to worry about money ever. I want money to not exist. Money's not even real for you. I want money just to be a tool to buy time and freedom, while compounding does the real work for you. Because we're celebrating doing the impossible, I want to give you the deal of a lifetime. Best one we've ever offered. Here's the deal: $500 USDT for everyone who books a call today. We have 3 tiers of FinRev available for you today. Some of you are already on FinRev Silver. If you want to upgrade to FinRev Gold, we'll give you what you've already paid as a discount on FinRev Gold. FinRev Gold is $6,500 for 3 years of fully automated trend following trading. You don't pay any percentage of your profits. To us, the FinRev Platinum is $9,500 for 3 years of fully automated trading with all our systems, plus the ability to run multiple accounts. FinRev Gold, $6,500 for 3 years, and you are eligible for the airdrop of the trend coin. You get 3 years of automated algorithmic trading with FinRev. You get a VIP onboarding with one of our expert crypto trader coaches. You get comprehensive statistics and monitoring. All the stuff I showed you today, you get access to. You can delay, starting, or pause at any time. If you see some ridiculous meme coin that you think is going to moon, you can just pull it out of this bucket, throw it back into that bucket, pause, restart. I support that kind of degenerate gambling. I am that degenerate gambler. We have your double your money guarantee. If you aren't in profit after your first 12 months using the system, we'll let you use it for free until you've doubled your money. And we've never had anyone claim that. Now, FinRev Platinum, $9,500 for 3 years, is eligible for the airdrop of the Trend Coin 2. 3 years of automated algorithmic for trading with FinRev. What happens at the end of the 3 years? We don't hit you up for any more money. You just pay 20% of the profits. It's VIP onboarding with one of our expert crypto trader coaches, not a customer service muppet from the Philippines. Not that there's anything wrong with them; they're great people, but we wanted our onboarding to be with people who use the system themselves with their own money. Comprehensive statistics and monitoring, completely custom system designed for your goals. Now, the big thing that FinRev Platinum has that FinRev Gold doesn't have is the ability to run multiple accounts. So you can run a degen account at stupid high leverage. You can spread your risk between exchanges. If you're worried that one exchange might go broke or get hacked or whatever, you can spread your risk out between exchanges. You can run a conservative account at low risk, and then you can run a barbell account with extremely high risk. You're grandfathered into new systems. We've got heaps more on the drawing board. No extra charge. You can delay, starting, or pausing in any time. You get both trend following and cross-sectional carry and cross-sectional momentum systems for smoother and faster returns. The same W money guarantee. You can get that at finrev.trade/call. If you need a payment plan, shorter commitment, longer commitment, we've got options. Finner of Gold does not get cross-sectional carry. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. Guaranteed just profitable by 0.01 after 1 year. I can't guarantee returns, man. You know, if you think good question, Todd. Scott, if you were staking your hype, who would you pick? Alpha or Nansen? I think Nansen will have the more attractive airdrops, but Alpha Tix is my mate. So I'm always going to go with my mate, right? What is the staking risk? The staking risk is no greater than the risk of holding your coins on exchange. Finner of Light users, you're going to get something, but it's not going to be a life changer. It's going to be a token amount. It's going to be like it's going to be not a Christmas card. It'd be a nice Christmas present from Uncle Scott, but it's not going to be a life changer. For everyone else, it's for the people who own Finner of Gold and Platinum, especially the ones who joined in our launch a couple of years ago. It's going to be a life changer, and for everyone who owns Finner of Gold and Platinum now, it's going to be a life changer. I recommend Nansen and Alpha Tix to stake with. Alpha Tix is Lorical. He's a Belgian guy. He's one of the 5 original developers of Trendcoin. In fact, he is the sole reason that Hyperliquid dumped from 35 down to 20. I bought more here because he sold $23 million worth of his coins. He's worth $100 million now. So he sold $23 million because he was broke. Smart thing to do when you're broke and you've got $100 million in magic beans is to sell some. So he sold a quarter. That drove the price down. He'd finished selling his $23 million. He said, Scott, I finished selling my $23 million. You might want to get back in there. You might want to buy some more now. So I did. And it actually went down a little further and it's almost back to where I bought. Rob, I have a sizable ETH and BNB portfolio. Yes, I would definitely roll it in, and I would definitely roll it in right now. What if I can't afford gold on Finra? You shouldn't. If you haven't got money to invest in it, it's no use to you anyway. So it's like saying, I can't afford petrol. Should I buy a Ferrari? Well, no, you shouldn't. It's not for you. What you need to do, if you haven't got enough money to buy Finner of Gold, what you need to do, if you're starting with a very small stack, is take a couple of long shot bets and hope one of them pays off. You only need one. That's what you need to do. That's what pretty much all of us have done. At some point, we've done some irrational, stupid thing. Like I bought $2,000 worth of Retardio that got to $500,000. Or, there's a heap of them. You need to never give up and keep clicking until you hit a big winner. Then you need to roll that winner into something similar. Finner of Silver is the version of this that's a simplified version that you execute yourself. So it's not fully automated. You get about 75% of the results of Finner of Gold, but you also get yourself a new and shitty job, which is execution trader for your own account. And it is a shitty job. I know it's a shitty job because I've been doing it myself the last couple of days. It's driving me nuts. But yeah. Yeah, it's the same as Finner of Light. Sure. Happy to take payment for Finner of Stables. Love to take payment for Finner of Stables. Actually, I've got this trade on that's just like nuts. Wish I could tell you guys about it, but it'd die the next day. Oh, should I roll my XRP tokens to purchase Finner of? Gee, I don't know about that. I mean, I've hated XRP for as long as I've been in crypto, and everyone I know in crypto has, but it keeps going up. It seems to be the first thing that boomers buy. I would say I personally like gold almost better than platinum. Why? Because I don't care about drawdowns. I care about money. Um, FINREV Platinum is much smoother and easier to live with and less bitching and you know, if you've got big nuts, FINREV Gold is arguably better than FINREV Platinum.
Now, there's also the option of the FinRev Silver, which we said earlier is going to get an allocation of trend. That could also be for somebody that's got almost, you know, they've got $1,000 and they truly don't know what to do with it. Buying FinRev Silver so you qualify for the airdrop, that could be a punt in itself. That's as much as a punt as taking that $1,000 and betting it all on Retardio, which I still think is a great idea. And I bought more when it went down to
I bought
5.
more. I
Yeah.
bought. Do you put it at 5?
No, I didn't get it as low as 5. I got it about 6.4 or something like that. I could have had bigger and got it at 5, but
You did better than me. I got 7.2, and we're at, yeah. So I loaded up. So my plan is no more active trading. I must have taken thousands of trades in the last year. I've got a handful of trades. I've got Sigma. I've got lock-in. I've got Fartcoin. I've got a little bit of Solana. I've got Hype, and I've got Retardio.
nice.
I've got ENA. I've got I've got a bunch of shit in my Binance account that I've forgotten as well. Most of it's ENA, really.
ENA, yeah, with their
And Fin.
their USDE, isn't it? Okay. All right. Let me just do a couple of
Oh yeah, I've got Pepe, and I've got, you know, most of my shit's in FinRev anyway. Like I've got a real, like I can't. I've just got, my life is too busy to be doing this shit. I had the realization over the New Year's. It's like, come on, dude, you like trading, you're a good trader, but like, fuck it, you got nothing to prove anymore. Like the days of me have, I'm going to be an investor this year and a CEO and not a DGen. Hold me to it, please, because I see as soon as you say I'm not going to take any more trades, you just see the best trades pop up.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. So just a couple of easy admin notices then. So if you currently have FinRev and you're not sure about what level you're on or anything like that, you can reach out to support at any time. It's well, I won't just recite I'll put it in the chat in a minute, but you can find all the support details in your FinRev group, or if you can still find your welcome email as well, so they can clarify any points for you. As for the tokenomics of trend, these are not worked out yet, but what we've established for everybody is that you're going to get paid in the most ridiculous way in the trend token. So if you're FinRev Platinum, if you're FinRev Gold, if you're FinRev Silver, you're in. If you are a non-refunding AWCE customer, then you're in as well. If you're say New Economy Boot Camp, or you're just 100x Club, then you don't qualify for the airdrop. You have to be in FinRev. So the lowest level that you can get into FinRev is FinRev Silver. That's the manual version. And it is fantastic because you just open it up and it says buy, sell, and that's it. You really is simple.
John's wife uses it. She loves it. She doesn't want to go fully automated. She likes having that control. But I mean, she's a Korean and she's therefore mad.
Exactly. So that's one way to go into it. Then we have the gold and the platinum levels. Okay, so the gold doesn't have the cross-sectional momentum, which means that you can run a DGen account, which is something myself and Scott do. And then you got the platinum accounts. If you've got a platinum account, you've got all the upgrades, no matter what. Ching, 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 ching for life. That's built into the system. We always communicate. Scott emails, and then the team will email an update in the FinRev group. Anything when we got more information. What else was the? I think that's it really. Just I hope you jump in the pool, you know, and come and join us, because what an adventure. what an adventure we're on, you know? And yeah, I will be
The
clock,
shit house to the penthouse.
yeah, I'll be
Because
clocking.
you saw it, right? Like you saw it. We were all broke. We're all fucking broke.
This is what I mean. It's like, I was gonna say, I'll be clocking in every day until my boss says I've just retired you. And then I'll be like, nice. I'll probably still clock in anyway.
Oh my
Awesome.
dog, can I eat, dude? This I'm fucking thrilled about this. Like this is, I spend most for those of you who know my life story, I spend most of my life doing things that I wasn't proud of, things that you couldn't be proud of. I'd made money before, but it was doing shit that you should rightfully be embarrassed about. And now doing something that I'm really proud of, beating these hedge fund guys at their own game, making a pile of money for people who've really, really helped me, leading our community to generational wealth, getting generational wealth for myself and my family. My wife still hasn't twigged. She's like, yes, our TV broke down. She's like, should we spend $400 to repair it or $1,000 for a new TV? I'm like, can I show you something, baby? like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, for the nigga, stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can buy a diamond plated one if you want. Please don't.
Yeah, my wife will come to the table with sticky rice and fish sauce, and I'll be like, ah, right, okay, then something's broken or she's worried about something.
Kun Ian, uh, kin sometimes pulbalada, mate.
uh, Nitnoy.
Oh, that's so disgusting, dude. You repulse me.
I'm a good husband, you know?
Oh God, up in the north where Ian lives, up on the Laos border, they eat this stuff called poo bala. Poo means crab. Bala means rotted or fermented. It's a fermented rot. It's like kimchi made with raw crabs, like a rotten.
I
They
mean,
put
it
they
would
put it
be,
on everything. It's disgusting. It's black. It's like it looks like black rotted crab because that's what it is. It's disgusting.
however, really what Scott means is that the Isan food region is the #1 food region
It's a
in
great
Thailand.
food. That's incredible food up there. I've got no argument with the Thai food in that place is like top
As
tier,
well.
top
There
tier.
are I go to the market sometimes and my wife, her face lights up when we get to the fish sauce stand. It's like Christmas for her.
We started a fight in our house over which is the best fish sauce. I got grandma the red boat fish sauce from Vietnam, which happened the Vietnamese fish sauce happens to be better than the Thai sauce. And I put it in another bottle and gave it to grandma to cook with. And she said, "This is the best fish sauce I've ever had. Where you get this?" And I said, "Vietnam." And she's like, "Right, uh, you've never seen racist like your Thai grandma racist. Like there's there's no racist people like Asian people. Believe me."
No, no. It's like offering a Foster's to a dedicated rice whiskey drinker. It's not going to wash. I'll stick with this.
Grandma wanted us to fire the nanny because she didn't want a dirty Burmese person handling her grandchild. It's like that racist.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Right. Lovely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm going to be out for 4 days. I'm jumping on a ferry right now. I'm going to a tropical island called Koh Lanta, and I'm not taking my computer, and I'm taking my Kindle, and I'm taking a notebook and a pen, and I'm going to write shit the old-fashioned way, like some kind of caveman.
That is blissful. Well, everybody have a fantastic weekend. See you inside. Thanks, Scott. Ta-da.